It's just me. It's a crossover episode. Scooch Ovaries meets Contrary Gardens. What? I know. Play along. And welcome to this episode of Scooch Ovaries and Contrary Gardens. Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch Ovaries. Hey gang, due to unforeseen circumstances, no, there's a hurricane headed toward Florida, so it's not always possible to get the technology to work for us, and sometimes things happen in people's lives. So this is a very special episode of Scooch Ovaries, because it's a crossover episode with Contrary Gardens. So I'm pretty sure I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? Because look at this. Who's going to stop me? Here we go. I hope that you are safe. I hope that you are home. I hope that you aren't hurt and that no one that you care about is hurt. What can you really say in a situation like this? It's horrible. It's a natural disaster that's happening right now in the state of Florida. And you're getting this a few days after it happened. So I don't know what's going to actually happen. But my prediction is that Milton is going to trend southwardly because of the air coming up from the north. My dad always talked about the Canadian front. And he wasn't talking about the war. He was talking about the cold air that comes down from Canada. And that was something he always talked about. And it usually saved us. Whether it was pushing a storm out of the way or bringing a nice cool respite from the heat. One of those few things would usually happen sometimes. I really don't know what's going to happen right now with this storm. But I do know if I panic, it doesn't help. And if you live in the Tampa Bay region, you've heard of a weatherman, meteorologist, a man that has saved many of us, and he is Dennis Phillips. And he is a guy who just really wants us all to stay informed and stay calm and stay prepared. He's on Facebook and the other social media. I don't even know what TV channel he's on, because cable, it's confusing, right? The cable channels. You know, because it's like there's good Fox and bad Fox, and there's 9, but my 9 never works because it's not Bay News 9 anymore. Now it's Spectrum. And I turn the TV on, I have 7,000 channels, but Spectrum News, which was Bay News 9, never works. It's the home base. You turn the TV on with the cable, nothing. Dead air, blank screen. I don't know who to call. I think Jen Holloway is gone, so I don't know what to do. There's a lot of weathermen in the region, a lot of them, and I saw one in person at work one day. I work at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Center, and Bob Harrigan is the weatherman on one of the local channels. I'm going to say ABC7. Is that right? I don't know. So Bob Harrigan was at the Friday Fest. We do a concert a few times on a Friday night in the summer at the Van Wezel for free for the community. And it's a good time for folks who want to blow off some steam. Hopefully there isn't a storm happening at the time that we are actually putting those on. Sometimes there's a storm. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, I got to see Bob Harrigan, and he was enjoying himself, and he was doing some handstands or headstands, whatever they're called. His feet were in the air, I can tell you that. He was having a good time. He was talking in between the band's breaks, you know how it goes. The band's sets, he was talking during the break. I bet you're glad you tuned in, huh? Okay, so Scooch Ovaries is a podcast that is basically Robin Savage, the comedian, and Mary Tischbein. I have many titles and labels. Let's go with comedian today. We talk and chat about different things we want to talk about, and our show is broken up into segments, and they can be 3 to 4 different segments. The thing with us, though, is we bunny trail, and we go off on tangents. And then we have a segment at the end of the episode called Segments That Didn't Make It as Segments. Now, that's the Scooch Ovaries podcast. The Contrary Gardens podcast is just me. It's been going on for a few years now. There were times when I would have guests on, but the majority of the shows are just me talking about stuff. And I kind of plug the show in a way that it's a method for you to catch up with me and what's going on with me. Because I know you all want to know. You're all sitting around, I wonder what Mary's up to. That's a conversation that happens at every dinner table. Do people eat at dinner tables anymore? Kitchen tables? I don't know. You know, if you run into Publix for some food, or you're on a beer run, or you needed bottled water, or you're on your way to work, or you're on your way to the gym, probably not. You're on your way somewhere, and you got 15, 20 minutes you want to kill, you can pop in an episode of Contrary Gardens. Now, you can also do that with Scooch Ovaries, but those episodes tend to be a little bit longer. Anyway, I'm here today all by myself, like a big girl, here to tell you the latest goings-on of what's happening in my world, because I can't tell you about Robin's world because she's not here. She's dealing with her world. There was some weather. We'll get into that in a future episode. She will have many anecdotes to share. Trust me. And she's also cool, calm, collected, and got it going on, and she's prepared, and she's ready, and she's doing what she has to do. So I admire her strength. I admire her resilience. She's going to figure it all out, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to have some laughs when it's all done. And hopefully she won't want to punch me because I'm not really suffering yet. I hope I won't be. Hey, let's see what happens. I could be making this podcast and it could all turn to shit in like 2 days. We'll see, right? We'll find out. You know, I mean, I've got a studio for podcasting now with movie posters in it and a giant picture of Gilda Radner over on the wall over there that you can't see because I did a tight shot for this one. It's tight. So things could go sour. We'll find out. In the meantime, let's talk about what's happening. Now, you guys don't even know. I went all the way to Canada for a film festival a few weeks back. Have you heard me tell you stories about this yet? Well, I went, and it was amazing. You can go to a film festival and see your favorite celebrities walking around, doing Q&As after a film screening, just being out there doing their thing. I got to see Kate Blanchett in person with my sister Margie. It was amazing. She's very smart. She's very thoughtful. She's creative. She's got the mind of an artist. Listening to her talk about her craft, super fun. Really enjoyable. Max and I went to go see a film called Emilia Perez. Wow. Really, really good. Really classic film. I don't know if I'd say classic film. It was a quality film. It had a lot of components that you usually see put together in a film. You'll be hearing a lot about it as we approach award season. It stars Selena Gomez and Zoe Saldana. And man, it's musical. And it's got crime and intrigue and murder and passion. It's fun. And just dancing and singing. What? I know. You're going to love it. Or you're going to hate it. I thought it was fantastic. Max and I enjoyed it. And then everybody was there after the screening for a Q&A. But the Q&A was basically everybody that was in the film except Selena Gomez, which is fine. I mean, that happens. It's kind of fun. Let's see what else happened to me in the last few weeks. There was TIFF. I went with my family. There's so much has happened. I'm like, what? What, Labor Day? That was Labor Day. I bought some Scooch Ovary merch for myself, and maybe I'll make it available to all of you guys if you're interested. Robin and I could put that together. I got a placemat, which doubles as a poster. I got a tote bag over there, says the logo on it, Scooch Ovaries. Got these adorable little purple mugs. It's fantastic. Let's see if it works. It does. Works perfectly. It's a good solid mug. If you drink tea in it, it's going to stain, I can tell. But show me a mug that doesn't stain. And don't say black mug, because that's my trick. I drink tea out of black mug so it doesn't stain. It's still staining. I just can't see it. What else happened? Oh, I don't know if you heard about it's the part where you may want to fast forward 5 minutes because I'm going to talk about one of my favorite movie stars who has a TV show right now. So wherever we are right now, mark your thing and go forward 3, 4, 5 minutes. Okay, did you stay? Oh, are you watching Agatha All Along? Oh my God. Are you watching it? It's on Disney Plus, and it features Catherine Hahn, Patti LuPone, Joe Locke, other people whose names I can't remember, Aubrey Plaza. It's delicious. And again, if I may, it's combining comedy and music. Oh, but wait, let's add some horror. So now you've got everything I love together in one series. There's 9 episodes. 9. I don't know. If you know me, you know who I'm a fan of as far as the ladies who make movies. You know my favorites. You know, Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett. They come to mind. I said Kate Blanchett. Look how she bumped up. It's Kate Beckinsale. And I got to tell you, the whole time we were in Canada, I called Kate Blanchett Kate Beckinsale. It's not a stroke. I'm just old. As discussed many times. I make mistakes. Okay, so, I like... now it's turning into that kind of podcast? It is. It's turning into that kind of podcast. Mary's favorite gals who make movies. So you got Sandra Bullock, Kate Beckinsale, and oh my God, there's so many. Shall we just start naming? Yes, Kate Blanchett. I really enjoy Mandy Moore. I think, oh gosh, I'll be right with you. There's so many. I love Melissa McCarthy, but like as a sister. And I'm not saying I don't love the other ones as sisters. I love them on every level that you can love people. I should probably cut this out. This is weird. Anyway, the point is... What was the point? Sometimes when you go to a film festival, you get to see the celebrities that you enjoy, and it's really fun. And sometimes you get to go home and then watch a TV series with your other favorite women who make movies and stuff. So my current favorite right now, hands down, everybody get out of the way, Catherine Hahn. Catherine Hahn was on Parks and Rec. I thought she was adorable in that. Then I caught her in some other stuff. And then I was like, wait a minute, who is this Catherine Hahn? And then I went down the rabbit hole and realized she's not Anna Gasteyer. They're 2 different people. Very different. And then I got obsessed with Catherine Hahn, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. She's fantastic. She's funny. She's smart. She's awesome. She has no fear. Sometimes in interviews, she gets a little weird and she calls people humans a lot, and that feels kind of like awkward. Like, do you not say people? Why are you saying humans? So that's kind of a thing that she does. I don't know if she's aware of it. But she's made a lot of really great shows. She recently had a series that was a book that became a thing, and was it called, what was that called? It had little in the title, right? Oh. See what happens? It wasn't Everything Everywhere All at Once. And it wasn't Big Little Lies. And it wasn't Little Fires Everywhere. Let's look it up. We have technology. So she also did a show called I Love Dick, which is kind of funny because I do not love Dick, but I love her in that movie. It's fantastic. Let's see. Let's type in Catherine Hahn and find out what movies she's been in maybe, huh? We could see. So she was also in Transparent. She played a rabbi. Fantastic job. She was also in Step Brothers. Really funny role. Bad Moms. I think that's what kind of kicked it off for me, the Bad Moms movies. So then I went down a rabbit hole and I watched Mrs. Fletcher and a bunch of other stuff. She's in The Visit, one of those creepy M. Night Shyamalan movies. Did I say his name right? Movies. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Tiny, Beautiful Things. She's in that. It's amazing. And then Glass Onion came out. That was a Knives Out film. She made that during COVID. And she had also done the WandaVision. So because her WandaVision character blew up so much and even had a song, you remember it, Agatha All Along, Disney said, oh, we should give her a series. And then COVID happened. What? I know. So that, things happened. They put it off a while. It took like 3-4 years. And then finally it came out, Agatha All Along, currently playing on Disney Plus. It's very good. Go watch it. We'll discuss it. If you watch it, you'll see why I love it. It's fantastic. It's funny. It's cute. It's showing you stuff on Disney Plus you never saw before. Patti LuPone is singing. Oh my God. And the song Down, 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 The Witch's Road, love it. And now I've gone down the rabbit hole of all the little YouTube accounts that talk about that. So sometimes I'm like a 13-year-old girl. Okay, we're off Catherine Hahn now. We good? God, I should have worded that differently. Anyway. What else happened to me in the last few weeks? Let's see. We had a storm. Her name was Helene. She was a bitch. But it looks like Milton wants to cause some trouble too. So this is what happens. We have these storms. We got to deal with them. We can't ignore them. A lot of things happen in politics, which we're not going to touch on at all because it's exhausting. I went back on Facebook so I could push Scooch Ovaries and also so I could just kind of communicate with people at a different place in my head. I'm safer now. I'm not getting all offended by everything every 5 minutes. I still am, but I'm letting it go quicker a little bit. So Scooch Ovaries and Contrary Gardens, two very different podcasts. Crossing them over, the thing that they have in common, the common denominator, is this mouth. So they're going to feel very similar, the shows. But what happens at Scooch Ovaries, which is wonderful, is that we have Robin Savage. She's funny, she's thoughtful, she's quirky. Her moniker at one point, she had two, but it was Quirky Bird, but spelled Kwirky, Quirky Bird. That was a website for a while. And she also has her motivational speaker character, Kathy Gaynor, corporate trainer, who's a pain in the ass. So at one point, we had a web series, and Kathy Gaynor, corporate trainer, thought we were putting together a podcast, but in fact, it was this weird web series. I know. It happened in 2018. It was a lot of fun. I think we did 34 or 35 episodes. They're very short. One of the fun things about Kathy Gaynor, corporate trainer, is she can't say Long Island Mary ever correctly. She could never call me Long Island Mary. It was always other names. My favorite ones were Hard Candy Christmas and Old Man River. She just, if it was 3 words, any 3 words, she could come up with Montauk Marie. I mean, they were all over the, you can imagine. Anyway, Robin Savage brings her flavor of comedy to the table, and I bring mine. And while we are two comedians from very different worlds with very different life experiences, somehow we have similar senses of humor and similar writing styles and are able to complement each other in our writing. And that's always fun. And that's why our having a conversation and recording it, we thought might be fun for you guys to listen to because we go all over the place. Now, I hope that this video and this podcast episode, if you listen to it orally, A-U-R-A-L, orally, yeah. L-Y. If you listen to the episode where I can't spell, you probably... If someone spells something, I can't hear it. I can't read. Look, you got like 11 episodes to listen to. Do that. Come back to this one. And then decide if you're going to listen to Contrary Gardens too, because that one's fun. They kind of complement each other. There aren't as many current episodes of Contrary Gardens because we're focusing on Scooch Ovaries. And I just love the chance to sit and talk with Robin and have fun. Our future episodes are going to include guest stars once in a while. You will be hearing from a list that includes Catherine Maloney, we hope, Mary Lysett, and other friends. Now, Mary, I know I've been threatening to have you on, and I've said your name out loud into a microphone again. So you're going to have to get with me, and we're going to have to figure out a time that works perfectly for you. If you would like to be part of Scooch Ovaries and you have something you want to share or promote or plug, or just kind of flesh out in conversation with two unprofessional people, this is what you can do. You can reach out to us. scoochovaries@gmail.com is our email address. You can also go to our YouTube page and make comments. We have a Facebook, a TikTok, an Instagram. You can go to all those places. Robin and I both have social media pages. You can find us and you could hit us up that way. I feel like my phone number has been on every bathroom wall for the last 20 years. I hope I'm wrong. Not in a bad way, just in a stay away from this lady kind of thing. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't have any segments that won't make it as segments, because even though we always prepare for each episode, this one kind of wasn't as prepared for as the others. But I think it's still worth putting out, don't you? You think it's worth putting out? Yeah, I'm gonna put it out. It's not the usual length either. This one's gonna only be like 20 minutes. But hey, I hope you enjoy it. I can't thank you enough for checking out Scooch Ovaries. We are always thankful to have new listeners and new followers. We are available on every streaming service. You got your iPhone podcasts. You got your Spotify. You can go on YouTube, iHeartMedia. You know what else is? Amazon Music is out there. And I think there's like a couple other offshoot alternative type podcast things you can listen to. But the main thing is that maybe you have a giggle. Maybe you forget your troubles for 5 minutes. Maybe you remember things aren't as serious as they seem. Because one of the things I will always stress, no matter where I am or what I'm doing, is there's a level of whatever is happening around us. There's something funny about it. We can laugh about it. Some folks really don't think you should bring humor to certain things. But let's remember, the word fun is in funeral. That's not an accident. Okay? There's always something to laugh at. I laugh at everything. I get offended by stuff that offends other people, but I still make jokes about it. That's the thing. Like, I still, we can't take ourselves so seriously. We get one shot around this rock. Don't take shit from people, but don't take shit too seriously either. Just enjoy yourself. As my sister says, please hydrate. Go get all your tests, your lab work done. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're getting your protein. Watch out for the sugar. Follow your doctor's orders. Move. Keep moving. Exercise a lot. Drink your coffee. What is this turning into, Mary? What are you doing? There's no one here but me. I'm not talking to anyone else. It's just me. And I don't hear voices. I know it seems like right now I'm hearing voices. I'm not. It's just me. That's why I like stand-up, because it's a monologue, It's like, shh, I got it. Nobody can interrupt you. You can just talk. I do enjoy that part of it. Look, I love you. I hope you're safe and sound. I hope you're okay. I hope you have a laugh today. I hope you enjoy coffee. And if you don't enjoy coffee, have a beer. I don't know what to tell you. Stay hydrated in some way or another. Either way, I'm going to split now. Thanks for listening to this latest episode of a special crossover episode of Scooch Ovaries and Contrary Gardens. Be safe. You can go now. You can shut it off. We're done. Go. Go get sandbags. Bye-bye. Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch Ovaries!